Hi, my name's Amy, and I'm going to show you how to do a sterile dressing change. So first, when I go into the patient's room, I'm going to identify the patient by looking at their armband and have them repeat back to me their name and date of birth. I'm also going to assess the patient's pain. So on a 1 to 10 scale, if they are in pain, I will administer pain medication and come back about a half hour later to do the dressing change. First, I am going to gather all my supplies, and then I am going to wash my hands and put on a set of non-sterile gloves before taking off the dressing. I will explain to the patient what I'm going to do, and then first I'm going to peel a tape back and take off the ABD and assess the drainage. I'm going to look at the size of the drainage, the color, and if there's any odor. Discard that into a biohazard bag. Same with the 4x4s, assessing the drainage, and again with the gauze that are in the wound. After that, I'm going to assess the skin, assess the wound, and assess the skin around the wound. This is when I would do a culture before I clean it, if I needed to do that. I'm going to then measure the wound with a Q-tip. So I'm going to measure the length, and then I'm going to also measure the width, and then I'm going to measure how deep it is, and I'm going to use the deepest part of the wound for that. And then after that, I'm going to set up my sterile field. I will make sure I have my gauze, so 2 sets of 4x4s, an ABD, and a set of sterile gloves, and then my normal saline. So first, I'm going to get my normal saline ready. I'm going to let some of this into the trash can first because it's been used already. And then I will open my packages, making sure I don't touch more than an inch into the package to make sure that they remain sterile. And then I have my sterile gloves. Same thing with the sterile gloves. You don't want to touch more than an inch into the paper so that the gloves remain sterile. Alright, now that I have all my stuff ready, I'm going to put on my sterile gloves. So to put on my sterile gloves, I want to touch only the inside to put on the first one. Normally I wouldn't touch the outside, but I'm stuck. If I break my sterile field, I would have to start over again. And then to get on the second glove, I can only touch sterile to sterile. So I would go inside the cup. This glove was, I don't know, backwards. Okay. And then skeleton. Alright, I'm going to clean my wound. So using the normal saline, I'd clean from top to bottom and discard, get a new one. Top to bottom. And same thing, top to bottom down the middle. Alright. And now I'm going to start with my dressing change. So I would take my gauze and wet them in the normal saline, taking a Q-tip. And placing the gauze in the wound with my Q-tip. And then I'm going to probably best to have the tape ready first. Probably wouldn't take long. And then also, it's important to initial and date and time another piece on the dressing so that the next nurse knows when that dressing had been done. And then I will again assess the patient's pain.